Okay, let's see how this works. Let's turn that lip away from my face for a second. Okay. I just wanted to come on. I know I look really tired. I've been sitting here all day since my sale this morning. I've been here since probably 10:30, and it is 8 o'clock now. I actually went upstairs to have a quick dinner. I came right back down here. I am back here because my husband went out and bought me an extender for my computer, and is right here at the end of my finger, as you can see it on the edge of the shelf there. And I'm here to make sure that there's no lags and there's no fuzziness. I'm just trying to get a nice clear picture for my sales, and I want to not to have any breaks or lags. So I want to see how long I can be on here for, and I thought maybe I'd just come on here and chat if anybody wanted to come and chat with me while I'm checking my computer. As you can see, all my stuff is exactly the same. Not touched anything yet from my sale. My biggest concern today was to finally get this fixed. And so I wanted to thank my husband who ran out. Hi, Rebecca. My husband ran out and he got me an extender. It's right there. So I'm not the smartest person when it comes to the computer. My sons are, and my husband. So I have my husband to thank for hopefully that this extender will work and I will not get any more lags or cutoffs or any more of that. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed here and hope it works, because I'm having another sale on Thursday at 4 o'clock. And I was going to cancel it because of that. And my husband went and got me something for the computer. So he is the best. And so far, hi, Lynn. So far, so good. And if you guys can keep me informed in the chat of how it looks and all that jazz. If I'm breaking up or I'm freezing. In my sale today, I was showing items and I didn't even know I was not even live. I about had a breakdown, actually. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't like sitting here talking to myself. It is not fun. So I am back. Oh, great. Yes, it was, if you go back earlier, I had to restart my video quite a few times. Oh, good. I'm going to be on here for maybe like 15 minutes. And I know that Missy is on and I'm missing Missy's sale. And I really want to be there, but I really need to get this fixed because I want this fixed. I'm just like, I can't go any further unless this is fixed. So, and we can sit here and chat about anything that you guys would like to chat about. Is there anything that you want to know about me or anything like that? I am open to any kind of discussion during this live chat stream. I know I look so tired. My eyes are so red. I'm just, I was basically at my breaking point. So I hope I am missing the lake. I am. I look out the door and I'm like, I can't see the lake. Yeah, Capodimonte. I still have those. They are still available. And also I am going to, I think maybe this weekend I'm going to go through my storage, and because I have more Capodimonte. I think I have more colors that are more towards spring colors. Maybe they're pinks and blues. I haven't looked at them since I packed them away last fall. So I have some very, very delicate Capodimonte, and they are all signed Capodimonte. And I know I have one that has like really tiny, delicate blue flowers all over it, like a spring basket with blue flowers all over it. It's so, so pretty. Also, I want to tell you guys how I got all my stuff. I don't think even I've ever told you guys how I even acquired all of my goodies that I've been selling. My husband was in the Air Force for 22 years. He retired a few years ago. He was in the Air Force, and we lived in Spain for 7 years in Madrid. Yeah, I know, but it is very frustrating. So yes, we lived in Spain for 7 years, and Kirk was born in Spain. And when he was 1, they closed the Air Force base down, and we had to leave. It was very sad. And it was, me and Ken got married right out of high school. We were high school sweethearts, and he joined the Air Force basically right out of high school, and we left. I left the country. I was like, bye, see you later. And like I said, Kirk was born there, and he was 1, and the base closed, and we left. It was very sad, and my life experience was in Spain. But anyways, there was lots and lots of yard sales. Like every day, there was yard sales every day. And when you're in the Air Force, you meet people from all different parts of the world. Every kind of person you could meet, you met in the Air Force. And they were like family to me. And I would go all the time to a yard sale because somebody would say, oh, they're having a yard sale, and they're like from Puerto Rico, or they were from Hawaii, or they were from all over the world. And when you went to a yard sale, it's so different at military yard sales compared to us here in the United States, because you see things that are just things you just never seen before. And I remember the first piece of Fenton I saw, and I was hooked. And I started buying lots and lots of Fenton from all those military yard sales. And not only that, but when you go to those sales, you make friends. And they were like lifetime friends, and to this day. So that is how I acquired a lot of my Fenton. And that is how I acquired a lot of my stuff, is military yard sales. Yep. And not only do I have, the Fenton and the Capodimonte, I have crystal, I have every color of glass you can think of. I can actually say I am a glass hoarder. And you know what? I'm fine with that, because no, I have not. No, I wish I could. Sometimes you want to have your memories and you don't want to think about certain things. And Spain has changed a lot. I think after the 10 years we left Spain, it became gang related and lots of violence. And I'll tell you guys a little story. When we lived in Spain, we lived in a really, really beautiful house. And it had grapevines in the front yard hanging off the gazebo thing out front. And we had a fig tree out back. We had an olive tree out back. And that's when I first fell in love with cats. I used to collect all the stray cats. I used to tame them. And I used to find them really good homes. But anyways, when we lived in Spain, I was talking about the house that we were living in. And I was home alone. And it was a house it was not on base, it was off base in a little Spanish town called Torrejon. And I can't remember actually what I was doing. I just remember walking through the hallway and somebody threw a rock through our front window, and they were having a some kind of military parade or something. It was NATO. That's what it was called, NATO. They were having a NATO demonstration on the road that I was living on, and they knew that me and my husband lived there. And yeah. So after that happened, we ended up moving on the military base. I felt safer on the military base. You know, when you're 18 years old and you first get married and you leave everything. I left everything. I left my family. I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. Sorry. I don't mean to get upset. Sorry. I left my family, my friends. I left everything. And I went to Spain. I got married. And it was hard to adjust. Hey, Sabrina. Sorry, I was getting upset. Yes, I was 18, got married right out of high school, left the country, left my family, left my friends, everything that I knew. And it was hard. It was very hard. But me and my husband grew, and we grew together, and that's how we've been married 36 years now. I've had a lot of experience, Rebecca. Some of my friends tell me that I should write a book. Yeah, I should write a book. Hi, Sam. I'm getting upset over here. I was talking about you earlier too, Sam. I don't mean to get upset. I'm sorry. I came on here to check my internet. I'm getting upset. Oh, goodness. But yes, me and my husband grew, and then we had Kirk. But the Air Force decided to close that base in Spain. And believe me, I did not want to leave. I literally cried on the airplane coming home. You know, I was there for 7 years. Yes, they do. And they were awesome memories. Awesome. Yep. But I see that I'm not lagging and I'm not freezing. Thanks, Sam. Oh, that's nice, Grace. Yeah, me and Ken just celebrated our 36th wedding anniversary in July. And I have 3 grandkids, and my son Kyler got married 2 years ago, and my middle son Corey, he's getting married next July. So that is something to look forward to. So yes, we left Spain, and they stationed us in South Dakota. I'll tell you a story too. When we after we got married, and Kenny he got sent to boot camp, and I can't remember if it was 8 weeks or 12 weeks he was in boot camp. And you know, when you're boot camp, you can't call anybody or basically do anything. So he called me, and when you call home, there's a person there standing, talking like your your boot camp guy there, so that you're not saying the wrong things. And tell me about it. I'll tell you something here in a second. So he's telling me that we're going to go to Spain, and I was 18 years old. I was just like, what? I literally dropped the phone and I ran into my bedroom and I just started crying. And and my mom and dad come in there just like, what are you so upset about? I was like, I don't even know where Spain is. I literally did not know, 18 years old, where Spain was or anything about Spain. I wanted to go to Hawaii or some tropical place. But when we got to Spain, it was a huge, huge life adjustment. It was, I would say, a shock. It was a shock to me and to my husband. We're up here in the Adirondacks, enjoying our teenage lives. And, literally my husband too had to leave his family and everything. You leave everything behind that you ever even had. We left with clothes on our back and a little bag, and that's all we had to start our marriage out with. And we get to Spain and we're living in, my husband got stationed. He flew there first because I had to end up getting I had to get my passport. So he went there and got us an apartment and stuff. And he was calling me from Spain. And he was telling me about the apartment that he got for us. And I was just like, wow, okay. So anyways, it is a 12-hour flight to Spain. I threw up basically the whole way. And oh gosh, when I got off, I'll never forget the smell when I got off that plane. It's a smell that was just like, It was olive oil. It was like a lot of oils and a lot of seafood. And I remember walking out the Torrejon airport, and it was so hot. It was extremely hot. Spain is very, very hot in the summertime. And I remember that before Kirk was born, we wanted to test it, and we went out in the road and we cracked an egg in the road, and the egg was literally cooking in the road. That's how hot it was in Spain. I'll tell you, I got some good stories. I had an Italian friend. Her name is Silvana, and she was from Italy. And she married one of my husband's friends. And we, when you're younger, you used to go out there, hang out at the pool and, suntan and stuff. And I guess we forgot our suntan lotions. So she's just like, there was a bar right there around the corner. So she comes over and she comes back with a bottle of brown beer. And she's like, oh, this is what we're going to use for our suntan lotion. I was like, okay. Oh, this is what we do in Italy. I was like, okay, so we're basically pouring brown beer. Boy, did I smell like a brewery. I got a lot of good stories. But yes, I did. A lot of the people there thought I was Spanish. Hi, Pamela. I'm just here bawling and reminiscing about stuff. I was crying, but like somebody just said, when you start talking about memories, and then Sam told me to take a deep breath. But yes, I'm actually, Miss Pam is sitting here. My husband went out and got me an extender for my computer, so my computer does not lag or freeze or do anything. And I'm trying to see how long I've been live for 20 minutes. Yay! Yay! That is awesome. And I was just saying, I'm usually watching Missy, and I hope Missy understands. But I really did need to get this figured out so that when my cell comes Thursday at 4:00, I'm not going to. It is so stressful thinking about, oh my God, is my computer going to shut off, or Am I lagging? But in my sale today, it shut off on me 3 times. And I was about ready to have a breakdown. And I am not kidding. I can have a breakdown real quick. Must be the Irish in me. I am Irish. I am French Irish. Another thing that you need to know about me. That's great. Yay, thanks, Sam. I was talking about you earlier today, Sam and myself, about how you are the nicest, sweetest person, and I love you, and that you've helped me out so much. I'm just glad. I mean, it's just so stressful. Thank you, Sabrina. And Sabrina got that pumpkin. I was just talking to my husband before I came in here about that pumpkin. And I've had that such a long time. Hey, and it's lucky I've only had one little piece of breakage off of that. So Sam is, when I first started, and I just, one day I'm just like, I'm going to do, thank you, Sam. I know you are. And I'm here for you too. I mean, just one day I just thought, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to jump in and get going. And yes, you are, Sabrina. And that's what I did. And I've had quite a few incidents, and if it wasn't for Sam helping me out, I really would have given up. I would have. Yep, I would have given up. I'm a person. I'm a people pleaser. That's what I am. That's what my husband says. I'm a people pleaser. I'm always trying to make people happy and make sure they're okay and this and that. But Sam, you are the best. You are the best. It's good tears. You just, there's nights where I was just about ready to call it quits, and I called Sam, and she talked for me for hours and hours and hours on the phone, helping me out through bits and pieces, and I just want to thank Sam. And she is amazing. The best. And I would have given up. I would have. Yep. So, gosh, I didn't know I was going to get on here and bawl my eyes out tonight. Maybe I needed it. You know what? This is so stressful. I know. Hi, Joanne. But yeah, I was talking about my glass, and I've got... True. That is true. And once I start something, I don't like to give up on it. I try to keep going and chugging along, but not with this computer. I didn't want to keep chugging along. I wanted to be on point, and I want to be on point. And yay for my husband. I want to give a shout out to my husband, and I love him. He is amazing. Even the other night on Miss Pam's sale, he came and sat here with me. I was just like, okay. So that was really nice of him to do that. And my son, Kyler, he helped me out too. And I have an amazing family. I have amazing friends. And here I am on YouTube making more friends. So I love it. I love it. Yes. It does, because if you don't have that, I tell you what, if you don't have that backup, it's very hard to keep chugging along. That's awesome, Joanne. It is awesome to make new friends, and every day you can make a new friend, and it just brightens up your day. It does. Anybody want to ask me any questions? You can ask me anything. Maybe I'll be on maybe like 5-10 minutes more because I really would like to go see Missy's sale. Also, I am going to, my husband thinks, I'm going to show you my phone because I'm not kidding about my phone. I literally have tape on my phone right here. I'm going to show you to keep my cover on my phone. There's a piece of tape that goes around my phone right here to keep my cover on my phone because it snaps up. See, there's a line in my phone right there. I've had this phone for, a long time, and my husband says he believes it's time for an update, and I'm just like, I want to get a phone where I can go live. Military. Basically everything I've gotten either is on a military base. And my husband retired, I think it's been 10 years now. Yep. And yeah, a lot of my turquoise, the ones that I've been selling, I don't know if anybody follows me on Instagram. It's Carissa Harrington on Instagram. Oh, Joanne, I was just talking about that, but I will explain it to you again. It was, we lived in Spain, and when we were in Spain, everybody had a yard sale because when you're in the military, somebody's leaving like every day. There's planes leaving all the time. And there are basically yard sales every day. And my friends would say, I never even really cared about yard sales, but she was my friend, and so I went with her, and I'm at the yard sale. I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of neat. That's kind of cool. And I remember seeing my first piece of Fenton at a yard sale, and I was hooked. I was hooked from that day, and I believe it was a green piece of Fenton. And so, like, every time I went to yard sale, I just started collecting a little bit more. And then I got into the pink glass. I got into the crystal glass. I have shelves up here, guys, of tons of crystal glass. Tons. The old stuff that's from the old 1800s. I also have an old diary that is from 1864 and 1865, and it is from over by the lake. It was probably like, I'd say about 18 years ago. It was me and my mom. We were at a yard sale, and I started collecting books from the 1800s because I love books. No, I didn't. I still look at it. No, I'm not crying from the other night. That's the only one I saw. I was just crying because of thinking of my memories and stuff, and that's the only reason I was crying. Is there anything else that she said, Sabrina, that I missed? Sometimes I do get blabbing. As you guys get to know me. Oh, okay. I do blab a lot. Sam is an angel. Okay. That's the only thing I see is Sam is an angel, which we all know she is. That's the only one I see, Sabrina. Thank you, Grace, for coming in. But yes, Joanne, that's how I started collecting glass, is from going to lots of military. Miss Pamela, what did you say? I didn't see it, or I couldn't find it either. Is being on a military base in Spain for 7 years, and then when we lived in South Dakota, oh boy, I'm telling you, when we lived in South Dakota, that was like the mother lode. It was just coming in from all over the place. I was just like, oh my gosh. And I basically have like shelves and I mean, I didn't even have walls. I just had shelves and shelves of all my stuff. And you can only push a man so far. And I think too, with me deciding that one day to start YouTube, this is a good way to help to purge some of my things and to put them out to people that are going to love them and appreciate them. So I do want to appreciate everybody who is buying my beautiful things and going to love them just as much as I have. And Miss Pam, that ring that I'm going to be sending to you is going to be full of kisses that I'm going to be sending to you, which will be here by the end of the week. I'll be sending it out. I've been out for 31 minutes. Yay! No lag. I do love turquoise. I've been wearing turquoise my whole life. Probably since I was, maybe 12. I do have one of my mom's first turquoise rings that she ever had. It's up in my jewelry box. I only wear that on certain occasions. Oh, this is one of my favorite turquoise rings. This is Kingsman's coral. I mean, turquoise, not coral. Got coral in my mind. I'm going to take it off so you can see it. And this, I usually change out fingers on my rings. And then usually by the end of the night, my fingers get a little swollen. He bought me an extender. See it right here by the end of my finger? It's an extender. And I had no idea that even existed. So yeah, and he says that they're $80 a piece. He got one for me for down here, and he got one for our upstairs in our bedroom. How awesome is he? Awesome. I'm going to show you my ring. This is a Kingman turquoise ring. Isn't it beautiful? I just love this ring. It's got roses on the side here, and it's got the roses here with the leaves on it. I didn't do anything. My husband did it. He just plugged it in, and he had to go to the settings, and yeah, that's what it is, Lynn. But he said it's called an extender. Thank you, Sabrina. I have lots of jewelry. I have lots and lots of jewelry, and I'm soon someday I might start getting some of it out, and I did start selling some of it on Miss Pam's sale, and my husband got me a big, huge, tall jewelry box. I'm not kidding. It stands maybe about this tall. It's full of jewelry. So that was the perfect. And it's got millions of little drawers on it. It's got the doors on it. It opens up, and I got jewelry from my grandmother. I got jewelry from my mom, and yard selling. In the military too, when people are getting ready to leave their base, and I did the same exact thing. You just want to get rid of a lot of stuff. You just want to get rid of it. And once a sense of having it, and I have a lot of regret too of selling some of my things. I'll tell you one thing that I regret selling is I used to have those big, huge, they're papasan chairs, made out of the bamboo and wicker, and it had dark emerald blue seat covers on it with a stool and the table. They're squash blossoms. Yep. Those are one things I've never had, but I do have a lot of turquoise pendants. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, so that is one of my big regrets is selling my just before we left. You know, like everybody else says, I don't want that. I'm just going to get rid of it. And that's what a lot of people did in the Air Force. I mean, basically, I mean, some people were just like, come on in, whatever you want. Come on in. I think it's just the part of too of just leaving that base and knowing that you're going to somewhere new and exciting and, you know, it's a new start somewhere else. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys too is when they said we're going to get stationed in South Dakota, I was like, huh? That's where the Indians and the Cowboys are. That was my first thought. And I was sick about it. I did not want to go to South Dakota. I was literally like, are you kidding me? You know, I wanted to go to, you know, Hawaii or tropical. But I tell you what, I got there and I think it was in the first week of meeting people, making new friends, and getting out there in the country, I fell in love with South Dakota. And then that's where Corey was born, and then Kyler was born 3 years after that. So Kirk was born first in Spain, and then Corey and Kyler were born in South Dakota. And then when Kyler was born, my mom and my sister-in-law married my brother. I mean, my best friend married my brother, Tony, and she is now my sister-in-law. So when my mom came and we were touring around, we were showing around South Dakota, and we took her down to the Badlands in South Dakota. And when you go down to the Badlands, there's a lot of, you know, trails and stuff that you can take. But there is a dinosaur there that is called Sioux, and the Indian tribes and the state of South Dakota. This happened, let's see, I'd say it was about 29 years ago because Kirk is 30 now. So I always base things on, you know, your kid's age. Oh, that's happened that's how many years it was. So I'm thinking it was probably maybe like between 29 and 25 years ago. South Dakota and Ellsworth Air Force Station that they argued about this dinosaur. So anyways, I took my mom down there, and they did not take the dinosaur bones up out of the ground. They kind of like excavated around the bones and they left them in the ground. And they would put big, huge glass cases over the bones. They didn't want to disturb the bones because probably some of them are, you know, pretty fragile. So I will never forget this. We're walking down the trail, and I just see my mom looking over at the dinosaur bone. She goes, Crick, you know what? I never even believed that there was dinosaurs until I see them in the ground today. So that was a pretty cool memory and experience for my mom. My mom was born and raised here in New York. She really didn't do a lot of traveling until she got older in life, like maybe her late 60s, early 70s. We went to Florida. So I went down there with her. Hi, Fiona. We're just sitting here chit-chatting. Oh, I lost my train of thought here. But yes, this is amazing. It is working. I think I'm going to sleep really good tonight. Yay. This is awesome. I appreciate you guys coming in here and keeping me company. And now I know it's going to work. That is awesome. Oh, that's good. Boy, that took a long time, didn't it? What was it, about 3 weeks? Yeah, that's the thing about that's what I want to talk to you about too is glass. Shipping glass is a lot of work. I wrap and wrap and rewrap and wrap and rewrap and rewrap. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm glad you finally got it and that you love it. So yes, when I'm packing my stuff now, I am going to I think only put 2 pieces of glass in a box at a time, unless you have something that's not breakable in there. Of course, I'm gonna put it in there. But yes, glass is glass is not fun to ship. But I'm glad I'm sharing my glass with you guys and that you are going to love it. And I hope, Joanne, that you love that Nancy glass that you got from me. Do you have one of these, Pamela, Miss Pam? The extender? I am so excited too. 41 minutes. Yes. Yes. Yay. Oh, I was literally in my, I think by the second time it, oh, that's great. I know that piece is amazing. Hey, it's a good color for now for fall, right? Put that sucker right out there in a spotlight. And it's funny, I have a very tall vase up in my kitchen. It's probably like, I'm going to say it's about 20 inches tall. And now that I keep looking at it, I think it's nail seed because it's like that, but I'm going to have to look it up. Yes, I love that piece too, Tammy. And it's such a pretty baby pink and so delicate and such a pretty color. My husband's coming down the stairs now. And I'm giving you prompts and getting my computer fixed. Yes. Oh, good. Yep, Dad. You're saying Ken's dad. I'm tired. But yes, this has helped out tremendously. I am so relieved. I'm on a live video chit chat with my friends. So now I can feel safe Thursday when I go live. I'm going to start my sale at 4 o'clock on Thursday. If you would all please come visit me. And, if you guys can't make the sales, I understand that you guys can always rewatch. And if you see something, just email me. Thank you, Angelic Vintage Treasures. Thank you. And I tell you what, these pieces of glasses that I've had have traveled all around the world, from Spain to South Dakota, back to New York. And who knew where it was before I even had it? That glass had a lot of this glass. Most of it has history, a lot of history. And also too, I was saying earlier is, where's a piece of my glass that I have stamped on it? I'm going to show you a piece of glass. This one. Yeah. I like to put information of my glass so that when I go to look at it, because I've looked everything up. Might be my fan. I have a fan up here. And I believe Bridget Bunny got this. Isn't that gorgeous? It does look like it's on fire. But yeah, I like to leave these on here so that you guys know when you get it home, the little bit of information that is on there. It is very helpful. I love this piece of Fenton. I do a lot of decorating at Halloween time with the orange, black, and amber. Those are my colors. Even At Halloween time, I put orange lights on my front of my house. Oh my God, I know, it is beautiful. Beautiful piece of Fenton. And when spring comes, I'm going to have a lot more Fenton. I have a lot more of Silvercrest, Hobnail. I have a couple pieces of Westmoreland still. I've got quite a bit. And also, I just don't want to be selling glass too. I just want, I like to get into other things like, the ephemera and any kind of material. I like vintage material, like the aprons and the beautiful tablecloths. Shoot fire fuzzy. I love that. So I am going to, eventually, add different things into my collection of things that I like to collect too, and I'm going to resell. I know that for a while I still do have a lot of rosaries and items from the nun's house that was a clean out. And I am so happy that they are going to good homes too, because those are things that they've had their whole life, and it was their whole life, and they love them, and I just love that that you guys are taking them and loving them also. Oh, I bet you it was. Yeah, you guys need to follow me, and it's Carissa Harrington. I'm going to put it in so you can spell it right, because I know. Make sure I spelled it right. That is my name on Instagram. So I'll tell you a funny story too. I'm going to tell you one more funny story that I'm going to get going. Oh my gosh, I've been on out here for a while. I tell you, I can sit and blah, 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 blah. Is the first time I ever got a cell phone, and I didn't even want a cell phone. I didn't even care about a cell phone. I did. I'll let the boys have their cell phones, whatever. Or it really wasn't. I could care less. I didn't care about. I didn't know. So, anyways, I walked into the kitchen, and Kyler and my husband were in the living room, and Kyler just goes, "Here, Mom. Here's your cell phone." I was like, "What? Huh?" I was like, "Oh my gosh." He goes, "Yeah, Dad got you a cell phone." And then he goes, "Here, I put you on Facebook." And he put my picture, my face on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I was flipping mad. I was hot. I told him to delete my picture and everything off of it. I used to be a very private person. I guess being in the military, I've just always been a very private person. But I'm not anymore. So I did get over that, and geez, I can't get off social media now. Isn't it funny how things change? Yeah, that was a funny story. Kyler's like, "What? Get my face off of that." I didn't want anybody to see me. I always thought Betty White had this saying: if I still wanted to be friends with somebody, I'd still be friends with them. I don't have to be friends on Facebook. But I have grown to love all social media, especially because my son has my grandkids on Facebook, so I can always see their beautiful faces and comment. And for Miss Pam's sale, Kirk was supposed to be here, but he ended up taking his kids onto a beautiful camping resort with his girlfriend and the kids, and they had a really good time. So Kyler stepped up to the plate, and he helped me with the sale with Miss Pam. And Miss Pam, I was saying earlier too that Kyler was voted in his class. He was the class clown. Kyler is a little ham. He is. and he is a good kid, and he married a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl, and her name is Sam. And they are just perfect for each other, and they have a beautiful life together now. And she is a nurse. She worked her butt off, studying and studying for years to be a nurse. And I'm so proud of her. And she stuck to her guns, and now she is a nurse. And they have a little puppy named Harlow. I know. I was talking about you the other day. Oh, it was Kyler, because I was talking about Sam. I think it was at Miss Pam's cell, and he goes, "My Sam." I was like, "No, my Sam." No, my Sam. So that was a little confusing there for Kyler when I say Sam. So that was funny. And then also my son Corey, I told you he's getting married next summer. And his beautiful fiance just finished her tons. I'm telling you, these girls are. I'll tell you another little story after this. Then I have to get going. She studied for years also to become a nurse, and she is a nurse now at Saratoga Hospital. And she is working her butt off there. And Sam, her name is Karina. Hi, nice to see you. Her name is Karina, and she just started doing working at the hospital on July 9th of this summer. So she has been working really hard, and as soon as you start nursing, you're going to have different hours and working the weekend. So I really have not really seen as much of her as I would like. I do miss her and my son. They don't live too far from me. They only live maybe like 20 minutes away. But I want them to get adjusted to their routine and their life. And they're going to be getting married soon. That is going to be an amazing wedding. Can't wait for that. And Kaylani started school. So she's been in school now for a week now. And the first thing she said to me when she came first day of school, she goes, "I can fit into my locker. I have a locker and I can fit in it." I was like, okay. Her first thing, she was so excited about her locker. So she was talking about her locker and how all her friends have like mirrors and, like little design things on their lockers. So of course her dad went right out and got her that stuff for her locker. I tell you what, she is daddy's girl. I am the strong mother that's like on her butt all the time, and Ken's just like, "Oh, whatever you want, honey. Oh, go right ahead. Go right ahead." No, I'm very hard-headed. I had 3 boys, so I just don't want her to grow up in this world that is being changing every day. And I want her to be a strong girl, and of course she is. And there's times I am very hard on her, but I hope it makes her a better person. And that when she gets older, she knows that I've been hard on her for a reason. It's very hard on my boys, and all my friends and family have told me how amazing my kids are. So, gosh, guys, this is so nice that you guys just popped in and chit-chat with me. I've been on for an hour. Yay! Yay! I might go have a beer. Yeah, that's true, Sam. I was talking about beer a little bit earlier, but about suntan lotion. I think I might go have one. I like to have a nice cold beer every once in a while. When we lived in Spain, I drank a lot of rum and Coca-Cola. I wonder if I have any of those glasses, because I did bring a lot of. I also went to France when we lived in Spain. Oh, I think I'm gonna have a beer and then go to bed. And they used to fill, let me use this, my cruette as an example of a glass. They would fill the glass up with rum and a shot of Coke and with a wedge of lime. Whoo! Yeah, I drank a lot of rum and Cokes in Spain. I did. I tell you what, the food was so amazing over there. We did a lot. I did a lot of traveling. My husband had to work a lot, and especially being a young married couple, he had to work nights. And I would stay in the hotel. I mean, our apartment by myself. So I ended up, making friends, and we did a lot of traveling through a church. We went to France. Wow. That was an amazing experience going to France. I went to Lourdes, France, where the miracle occurred, where Bernadette saw the Immaculate Conception and the cliff there. If you guys want to even just go on YouTube and look up Lourdes, France, and you can see that beautiful, oh my God, beautiful, beautiful church they built there for the Immaculate Conception. And her name is Bernadette. She's the one who, and her two cousins saw the Immaculate Conception in the bushes. And there's I'll tell you another good movie about at Christmas time. It's called Bernadette, The Song of Bernadette. It is an amazing movie. You have to see the one, not the newer one that was like within 4 or 5 years ago. It's the old one, an older one. I can't remember the year of it. Oh, you do? Oh my God, I love The Song of Bernadette. I watch it every Christmas. And about 2 years ago, I've been making Kaylani watch it. I just love that movie. And also when I went, yeah, it probably is. And that girl that played Bernadette, oh my God, she is gorgeous. Oh my God, she is gorgeous. And I can't remember her name. Of course, I mean, I know like every line and every verse and every scene of that movie because I think I watch it for a year. Oh, nom, yum, yum, yum. My husband made fried eggplant for dinner. It was good. No, my husband is a chef. My gosh, where was I just talking about? Oh, the Immaculate Conception. So when I went to France, we went on a tour, and I actually went to Bernadette's house where she was living at, and I sat at like her little wooden table, and it was amazing seeing all that stuff. Yes. And then I went down to the river and the church, and I saw it all. I saw it all, and I did it all. I drank all the wine. I ate all the chocolate, and we were there with the church for 2 weeks. Amazing. It was amazing. And then while we were in France, I went to Portugal. I got a lot of stuff from Portugal. The only thing I regret not doing in when we lived in Spain is I could have gone to Africa. I could have easily gone to Africa, but I didn't go. I did go see a lot of things in Spain. I went to a lot of, I went to Christopher Columbus's castle in Madrid. It's beautiful in its way, but there's a lot of things I wish I unsaw, like the basement. There was a torture room down there, and the devices that they used for torture. I think I had nightmares about that for a long time. But Spain is I'm not sure if anybody's ever to Spain, has been there. Like I said, I've never been back. We were there for 7 years, and a lot of good memories, and it has changed a lot. So with that note, I think I'm going to pop off, and I so appreciate you guys coming to chat with me. And I'm probably going to put out a small video tomorrow of what's going to be on myself for Thursday. Good night, Miss Pam. You too, Rebecca. I think I'm going to go have that cold beer now. And I will see you guys soon. Love you. Hugs. Good night, guys. Bye.